Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Nashim. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share. In today's video, I'm showing you how to make this falling leaves skirt and top. This is the version of the longer skirt that I already completed. It was made in a small size for a small person. But you can make this in any size that you want. All you need is the tape measure, take your measurement, and that will be it. And this was 41 inches long and 30 inches for the waist. Then the hip size was 35. Yes. So you're going to need a measuring tape to take your measurements. You'll have to take measurements for your waist, your hip area, and then for the length. Then that I used is acrylic. I used Winter King acrylic yarn, and it's a medium weight yarn. Then I have used two different size, two hooks. One is 3.5 millimeters, and the second one is 4 mm. So for the first part of the waist, I'm going to use a small one, 3.5, then a 4 millimeters hook to work around the hip area. So in today's video, I'm going to work using a demo. So that's going to be a very small size, for a version of this bigger one. Is meant for demonstration purposes. So I'm not really going to work a big size for the skirt. So we're going to begin working with the skirt, and then when we are done, we shall work on the top. So I'm going to fold this and put it away. So we are going to begin by making a chain, and you're going to work a chain that fits the measurement that you took of your waist. So for the small size of the skirt that I've already shown you, I made 104 chains to measure up to 30 inches. But for the demonstration today in this video, I'm going to use 73 chains because I'm simply making a small skirt for demonstration. So you're going to make a chain that counts up to the measurement of your waist, but make sure that you leave that you measure up. Make sure that you add extra chains to cater for the waist size, for the size around the waist, because we are not going to make any increases. We shall simply adjust from this smaller hook to a big one. So as you count, so if the measurement of your waist is 30 inches, go ahead and add in extra chains of about 5 inches. I hope you get that right. And that's why we are going to use a small hook for the waist, and then a bigger hook for when to work around the waist I mean the hips area. So get that right. So you're going to grab your hook and begin by making a slip knot. This is how I make mine. Like I always say, there are many ways of making a slip knot. You can tie up yours the way you want. So after making a slip knot, you're going to chain. So maybe what I forgot to mention is that the pattern is worked in multiples of 2. That's why I used 104 chains for the completed version of the skirt. And right here I'm going to go ahead and make 100, I'm going to use 74 chains instead of 73. So I'm done with the 74 chains. So I'm done with the 74 chains. And after this, you're going to add 5 more chains. So you grab that area where you have your last chain and add 5 more chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over, then go in this 6th chain and work a double crochet. Yarn over, go into the same chain and work another double crochet. You're going to chain 2, yarn over, then go into the same chain space and work 2 more double crochets. Like so. So chain 4 and skip 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then in the 8th, you work a double crochet, add 1 more double crochet, and yarn over, work another double crochet. So we have worked 3 double crochets in 1 chain space. You're going to chain 3, and then in the next chain space work 3 double crochets. We have 3 double crochets right here. Chain 3, and then in the next chain space 3 double crochets. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to skip over 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then in the 8th one, you're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and in the same space work 2 double crochets. And that's what we have so far. So we are going to chain 4, skip 7 chains, and then in the 8th one work 3 double crochets. Chain 3, go into the next chain space and work 3 double crochets. So that's the pattern that you're going to repeat until you're done with this first row. So we started with a chain of 5, 2 double crochets, chain 2, then 2 double crochets in the same chain space, then chain 4, you skip over 7 chains and work in the 8th with 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets in the next chain space. Then right here we have 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. You're going to repeat this until the end. So you start with a shell of 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Then right here we have 3 double crochets in one chain space, chain 3, and then 3 double crochets in the next chain space. So you keep repeating that until the end, until you're done with the end of the row. So right here we have 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets. That means the next shell is going to be made of 2 double crochets, chain 2, then 2 double crochets. So let me work this with you. You're going to skip over 7 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then in the 8th, you're going to make 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in the same chain space. So go ahead and work your shells until the end of the row. I'll meet you up once you're done. So I'm right here almost to the end of the row, and I have these are 8, 9, I have 9 chains remaining, and I'm not going to work anymore any other shell right here. I think I didn't count properly, so I'm going to have to undo these chains. But before I do that, I'm going to show you how you should work at the end of the row. So you should make sure that at the end of the row, you end with this shell of 2 chains, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and then 2 double crochets. Don't end with the one that has 3 double crochets in each space. Rather, you should end with one that has 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Then after this, I'm going to unravel these chains. Since I'm not going to work in them, you want to make sure that you do this carefully. And the reason as to why I'm doing this is because I did not want to end with this 3 double crochets shell. The pattern is supposed to be in a way that you end with one with 2 double crochets. So I have undone all the chains, and I'm going to keep only 2 chains at the end, because that's how the pattern, that's what you're supposed to have. So if you had a good counting of your chains, if you counted yours very well, you should work until you have, make sure that you have 2 chains remaining at the end. So once you have that, when you're done with this shell, you're going to skip 1 chain right here and work in the last one. This doesn't count, it is just for the corner. So I take it that I have only 2 chains at the end. So skip 1 chain and work a double crochet in the last one. So this is what you should have. So the end should be similar to the beginning. We started with this 5 chains, so it counts as 1 double crochet at the end. So you're going to chain 3. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. Like I said, I didn't count my chains properly, so I had extra chains right here. That's why I have unraveled them and then only kept 2 chains at the end. So you should have the same thing. Make sure that at the end of the row you remain with 2 chains, so you skip that 1 chain and then work 1 double crochet in the last one, chain 3, and then turn your work. When you turn your work, go in the middle of the chain 2 space and work 2 double crochets. Chain 2 and work 2 more double crochets in this same space. You're going to chain 2 and then on top of the first double crochet you're going to skip these 4 chains, go on top of the first double crochet and work 2 double crochets. So in the next stitch, that is the top of the next double crochet, work 1 double crochet, yarn over, go into the next stitch and make 2 double crochets. So we're having 2 double crochets right here in the first stitch, then 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. You're going to chain 2, then go skip 1 chain, and then in the second one, that is the middle, work 1 double crochet. Previously we had 3 chains right here, so we are working in the middle of the 3 chains with 1 double crochet. Chain 2 and then skip 1 chain, go on top of the first double crochet and work 2 double crochets. Then in the next stitch you're going to work 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So with this we are creating an increase. You're going to chain 2, then go in the middle of the chain 2 space and work 2 double crochets. Chain 2, add 2 more double crochets in the same space to create a shell. Chain 2, skip over these 4 chains, and in the next stitch make 2 double crochets. Double crochet in the next stitch, then 2 double crochets in the next one. Chain 2, In the middle of the 3 chains, you're going to work a double crochet, chain 2, and then work 2 double crochets on top of the first double crochet, one double crochet, and then 2 double crochets in the next chain space. In the next stitch. This is how our work is progressing, and this is the pattern that you're going to repeat until you're done with row 2. So we have a shell of 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, then chain 2, and you create increase here, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Then right here we have this shell that is similar to the one that we have at the beginning right here, and then here you create increase. So this is what you're going to repeat until the end of the row. So chain 2, 2 double crochets in the middle of the chain 2 space, chain 2, and then add 2 more double crochets, chain 2, skip over the 4 chains, make 2 double crochets, right here in the last shell. We are going to end the row with 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets in the same space. Then you're going to skip over these 2 chains, go on top right here of the, this is the point where we had 5 chains. So on top of the 5th chain right here, you're going to work a double crochet, chain 3, and turn your work. We are going to begin working on row 3. Yarn over, go into the chain 2 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop to work a double crochet, add 1 more double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. You're going to chain 2, skip over these 2 chains, and go at this point where we are working our increase. This is it is the part where we make the leaf. So the leaf here is beginning to take its shape. So on top of the first double crochet right here, you're going to create decrease by working 2 double crochets together. You're going to yarn over, go into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull up a loop, so you don't complete the double crochet. Yarn over and go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through all the 3. So this counts as 1 stitch. Then 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Then you're going to crochet these 2 stitches together, just like we did at the beginning here. Chain 2, and then on top of the chain of the one double crochet, you're going to make 3 double crochets. Chain 2 and work 2 double crochets together, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet together. Chain 2, in the middle of the chain 2 make 2 double crochets, chain 2 and add 2 more double crochets in the same chain 2 space. Chain 2 and then make a decrease by working 2 double crochets together, chain 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochet together. As you can see, the leaf is really taking its shape. So you're going to chain 2 and then on top of the 1 double crochet work 3 double crochets, chain 2, work 2 double crochets together. So as this leaf forms and closes up, we open up a new one right here in the middle. This is the pattern you're going to repeat until you're done with your row. So you're going to notice that these shells right here of the 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet remain the same. We do not change them. They're going to remain like this for the entire skirt. The only thing that we keep alternating is the point where we make the leaves. This is where we make changes, but this remains the same. So you're going to work your row and finish it up. Complete it, then I'll meet you up once you're done. I'm right here at the end of the row. You're going to skip these 2 double crochets, and on top of the chain 3 work a double crochet, chain 3, and turn your work to work on row 4. So in row 4 we are going to work 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space, chain 2, and add 2 more chains right there in the same space. Now here we are going to chain 1, and like in the previous row, 2 rows where we chained 2, at this point we are chaining 1, and then you're going to work all these 3 stitches together. Remember we did a decrease in this part. So you're going to yarn over, go into that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops only. So you have 3 loops remaining on your hook. Again, yarn over, go into the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Now we have 4 loops on our hook. Going to yarn over and pull through all the 4 loops on your hook, and you can see that the leaf has been formed. So after this you're going to chain 3 and then skip over these 2 chains and work on top of the first double crochet with 1 double crochet, chain 3, skip 1 double crochet and work in the third with 1 double crochet, chain 3, again skip over these 2 chains, and you're going to work these 3 stitches together. So go into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop through 2, yarn over, go into the second and pull up a loop through the 2 loops. We have 3 loops on the hook now. Yarn over, go into the last one, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Now we have 4 loops remaining on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all the 4, and you should have something like this by now. So you're going to chain 1, yarn over, going to the middle of the chain 2 space and work 2 double crochets, chain 2, go into the middle again and work 2 more double crochets. Remember we said that this part remains the same right here and here. So again you're going to chain 1 and work these 3 stitches together, chain 3, skip over these 2 chains, go into the first double crochet with 1 double crochet, chain 3 again, skip 1 double crochet and work in the last one with 1 double crochet, chain 3 and work 3 double crochets together. Chain 1. So you're going to go in the middle here and work a shell. Chain 1. Repeat this pattern until you're done with your row. And just like we said, when you get to the end of the row, you skip over these 2 double crochets and go on top of the chain 3 and work a double crochet, chain 3, and turn your work. So in the middle of the chain to here, we are going to work a normal shell. So here we are going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you're going to skip over this part and the chain 3s that you did here. So skip over all these stitches and then work on the 1 double crochet on top of the 1 double crochet here, with 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and then 3. So you're going to chain 3, and then skip these 2 chains. So on top of the 1 double crochet, make 3 double crochets there. Chain 4, and then skip over all these stitches and then go in the middle of the chain to here and work a normal shell. You're going to chain 4, you're going to skip these stitches and work 3 double crochets on top of the 1 double crochet here. Chain 3 and work 3 double crochets in the next 1 double crochet. Chain 4, skip over these stitches and work a normal shell in the next chain 2 space. Chain 4 and repeat the pattern. You repeat what we have been doing until you're done with your row. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are working row 5. So I'll meet you up once you're done. So here at the end of row 5, you're going to chain 3 like we have been doing. Turn your work. So once you turn your work a shell, and then here you're going to repeat the process that we did here in row 2. So we are going to be repeating rows from 1 up to 5. Okay, so in the 6th row we are going to repeat what we did in row 2, and in row 2 we chain 2, then with an increase here at the beginning. So here where we had the 3 double crochets, so we increased by making 2 double crochets in the first double crochet, then 1 double crochet in the middle, 2 double crochets in the last double crochet, then chain 2, 1 double crochet, chain 2, increase, then chain 2, work a normal shell until the row is done. So you're going to go ahead and do that. Repeat rows 1 up to 5. Maybe I could work a little more with you on this 6th row. So we said we're chaining 2, then you skip over these 4 chains, go into the next double crochet with 2 double crochets, and 1 double crochet in the next double crochet stitch, 2 double crochets in the last one, chain 2, and in the middle of the chain 3 here, you're going to work 1 double crochet. So you skip 1 chain, then in the next one work a double crochet, chain 2, skip 1 chain, and in the next double crochet make 2 double crochets, so yeah, so that's it. So you're going to keep working, you're going to keep repeating rows 1 up to 5 until you get to your hip area. So once you get to your hip area, which will be, you can take measurements. So once you get to the hip area, you're going to change the hook size and use a 4mm hook, or you can even use a hook that is bigger than that. But as for me, I used a 4mm hook, keeping in mind that this is a medium weight yarn. So once you get to the hip area, change hook size and work up the remaining rows. So you're going to go ahead and complete those rows. Then I'm going to show you how to do the finishing right here at the bottom. everything else remains the same. So once you have worked your skirt up to the bottom or up to the length that you want it, to finish up, you should make sure that you you're on a row where you begin forming up a new leaf, like here where we have 3 double crochets in the middle of these 2 leaves, because at this point we are remaining with a row. For this leaf to be complete, we are remaining with 1 row where we're going to work 3 double crochets together, and then here creating a new leaf. So to finish up your skirt, you should be on such a row. I hope I'm making sense. So remember, mine is just a demonstration. So here I'm going to show you how you should finish off. So you're going to chain 3 as usual, and you work a shell in the chain 2 space, and chain 1, work 3 double crochets together, chain 5, and then you're going to double crochet these 3 together, so it's going to be a small leaf. We don't want to leave it hanging. We're going to close it up as well, finish it up. So after chaining 5, you skip these 2 chains here and work these 3 double crochets all together. So as you can see, this is a big leaf and this is a very small one. Since we are ending, we don't want to leave it half. Again, chain 5, and then come here and work 3 double crochets together, chain 1, work a shell in the chain 2 space where we previously had a normal shell. This is how it looks like, guys, and we are going to repeat the same process or the same pattern that we had here. So you're going to chain 5, yarn over, and work 3 double crochets together, chain 5, and work 3 double crochets together, chain oh sorry, I did an error here. This is supposed to be a chain 1 before the normal shell and after, it's always a chain. I mean, it's a chain one for this row. So chain one and work 3 double crochets together. Chain 5 and work 3 double crochets together. Chain 5 and again work these 3 double crochets all together. Then you chain 1 to work a normal shell here. Repeat the pattern until the end of the row. Once you reach the end of the row, you're going to chain 3, chain 1 and turn. This is the last row. So after chaining 1, in the same chain 1 space right here, which is the top of the last double crochet, we are going to work a single crochet. In the next stitch, so for this row we are going to work in every stitch, every chain, every stitch with single crochets. So in the middle here we had 2 chains. I don't want to work inside these chains, so I'm just going to go below them and and work 2 single crochets there. In the next double crochet, I'm going to work a single crochet in the next space. Right here we had a chain, so below I'm going to work 1 single crochet, then another single crochet on top of the 3 double crochets together. So right there I'm going to work on top, I'm going to work a single crochet. So here we had 5 chains, so I'm going to make sure I work 5 single crochets below these 5 chains, and this is the pattern I'm going to repeat until the row is done. This is 1 2 3 4 5. On top here I'll put a single crochet again here, 5 3 4 and 5. So on top of the 3 double crochet together, work there a single crochet, 1 single crochet where you had a chain 1. On top of the double crochets, work 1 single crochet on each, 2 single crochets in the chain 2 space. So repeat the pattern until you're done with the row. So just work single crochets until you're done. I'm going to end my row by working a single crochet on top of the 3 chain, then chain 1, and you cut off your yarn. On second thought, I'm not going to cut that out since we have to join the 2 sides together. Okay, so this row that you last did with single crochets is going to be the right side. So you're going to fold your piece like this, so that the right side is inside, and we are going to join. So I'm going to undo this one chain that I did at the end here. Find the top here, I'm going to work on top of the one double crochet here. I mean, that's why I'm inserting the hook, and then you attach your yarn. Or if you're not going to cut your yarn like me, you simply we are going to join these two sides with single crochets. So you're going to pull the yarn through so that you have a loop on your hook, and then go into the next space. This is a double crochet, so usually I take it that in every one double crochet there are 2 spaces or stitches. So in the first one right here, and onto the other side. So for this side I have 2 chains. So in the first one I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop, then pull through 2. So in the next space, and from the other side as well, yarn over and pull up a loop. So for every row, or for every 3 chain space, you're going to work there twice from both sides, joined together. So go ahead and do that until the end. I'm right here at the end. I'm going to chain 1. So this is the part where we have joined, and that's how it looks like. So now after this, you're going to turn your work. Okay, like this. Then we fold the waist. This is where the waist is, where we have ended. You're going to turn it to the right side. Okay, so after turning your work to the right side, for the waist, you can again use the small sized hook that you used when you were working, when you were beginning the waist side. Okay, so I hope you have this in mind, that I didn't change my hook, since I'm just doing this as a demo. I'm one person that doesn't like wasting yarn, so I really don't want to cut my yarn to begin working around the waistline. Maybe could show you how my waist is for the completed version. This is what I did. However, I didn't like it as much because I did single crochets here. I mean, I worked 3 rows of single crochets, but I feel like, because I wanted the waist the waistline to be, or the waistband to be a very small one. So instead, I'm going to make changes. And if you can, you could use an elastic strand and attach it here so that you have a waist that is very adjustable to your liking. So now we are going to go on top here and work me first work a slip stitch in the first stitch and chain one, and in the same space I'm going to make I'm going to work rows of half double crochets. Remember I said I want a thick waistband. No, not a thick, but a small one. So I want a thin waistband. I'm going to work half double crochets in every stitch. This should be clear for you to see, to identify, so that you don't leave out any stitches unworked. So you're going to go ahead and make and work a row of half double crochets until the end, up to this point where you started from. So once you come to the end of the row, you're going to go on top here where you did a chain one. Actually, where you first did your half double crochet, insert your hook and pull up a loop, join it with a slip stitch, then chain one again, and we're going to work on the last row. This is going to be a row of finishing off. So in the very first stitch where you have done a chain one, work a single crochet in the next stitch, repeat this for the entire row. We meet up when you're done. You're going to end your row by joining the two sides with a slip stitch. So on top here of the very first single crochet, I'm going to pull up a loop and through the one on the hook to make a slip stitch. There, you're done. Cut off your yarn. And there we have it. Our skirt is done. Very beautiful. I always fall in love with these outfits. I don't know the feeling that you get when you're done with yours, but as for me, it's real joy. So for the waist, I didn't make a strap for it, since the size was perfect for me, so it was fitting perfectly. But if yours is loose a bit, remember we had to add on some inches to cater for the waist. So if it is a bit loose, or if it is loose, you're going to go ahead and make a chain, make a long chain, so that you make a strap and attach it. You'll attach it inside here. So that your waist fits perfectly. So usually I don't count the number of chains that I use for the waist strap. You just have to keep measuring. It has to be of the same inches as your waist measurement. So now the skirt is done. I'm going to go ahead and cut off this yarn and then fasten off. Then now we work on the top. So for the top, I strictly used a 4mm hook because I want it to be light, to be loose, not lose that light. And we're going to begin by making a slip knot. Then chain 3, yarn over, and go in the first chain. You're going to skip these 2 chains, go in the first chain and work a double crochet. Add 1 more double crochet. Actually, we are making 3 double crochets in that same chain space. Then chain 3. I'm not going to use a chain because usually it leaves gaps here that I do not like. So instead, I'm not going to chain. I'll simply turn my work without chaining. Then on top of the double crochet here, I'll insert the hook, pull up a loop, and then yarn over through these 2 loops on the hook. So that seems like a single crochet. Then now we have these 2 loops, 1 and 2. I'll go in the last one, this second one, go into that loop, pull up another loop so that you have 2 on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Now this would have been the 3 double crochet, the 3 chains that works as a double crochet. I'm going to be using this method for all of the rows. So in the next double crochet, on top of the next double crochet, we are going to make no, in this very space we are going to make a double crochet, so that we have 2 double crochets in the same space. So we're going to go into the next stitch and work a double crochet, and then into the last stitch make 2 double crochets, turn your work. So insert the hook in the very first stitch and pull up a loop, pull through 2, go into the last loop and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. In the very stitch we're going to make a double crochet, then double crochet in the next stitch until the end. In the last stitch you're going to work 2 double crochets. So as you can see, we are creating increase, we are making this curve. It's a V design. So turn your work and make as I'm making increase at the beginning and at the end by making 2 double crochets in each stitch of that is at the beginning and at the end. Then in the middle 1 double crochet in each stitch. So at the end here I'll work 2 double crochets in the same space. So this is what you're going to repeat until you get you're going to work rows until you get to the bust area, because remember this top is being worked from bottom to the top, so the increases here will help the top to enlarge, so it's going to form a V stitch like this. So you're going to go ahead and add more rows. Remember, you're supposed to take measurement for your bust or for the breast size, the whole chest size. You have to take measurement for that. And so work your rows until you get to that measurement that you have taken. Repeat the pattern. We are increasing on both the beginning and the end for all the rows until we get to the measurement of our chest. This is the top that I completed. So as you can see, I worked my rows of increase up to this area where I have the straps. So that's the point that I want you to work up to. So once you're here, you're going to at this point I want the front of the chest or the chest area to be loose. We want it to be loose. So that means we are going to make more increases for the whole of the row. So instead of increasing only at the beginning and the end, we're going to increase the entire row. And you're going to work 2 double crochets at the beginning. So you're going to end with 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, then you turn your work. So after this row, we're not going to increase anymore because you already have the desired width of your chest size. So next we are going to work rows of no increase so for me I added on 14 more rows of no increase. At this point, like I said before, the point where I attached the straps is where the increase stopped. So The following rows upwards are rows of no increase. So this space right here, the measurement right here is enough to cater for my chest area. So you're going to go ahead and add rows that can cater for your chest. So we want this chest to be lagging like this. Simply work normal double crochets until the end. When you get to the end, turn your work and add more rows up to rows. You work rows of your rows that make. You're going to go ahead and work more rows of your measurement. So it depends on the measurement of your chest. I worked more 13 rows to cater for the small size that I did. Remember, I'm working a small for a small size. So if you're working for a larger size, you'll probably have more rows than 13. So once you're done with your number of rows, you're going to make a strap that should go around the neck and then the back. This is kind of small. I'm going to make another one that is a bit longer. So for this one, I attached my yarn here at this point and then did a strap. These were 150, but it is small. So I'm going to go ahead and make a strap of 200 chains. So depending on your size, you'll make adjustments and by adding on more chains. If you have a smaller size, then 200 chains is going to be enough, because you don't want a strap that is very tight. You want it to be adjustable to any length that we want. So this is how it was before attaching it to the sides. So one strap from this side, from one side of the shoulder, and another one for shoulder B. So, and when that is done, you're going to attach it here. You'll find that point where you did your last row of increase and you attach it right there like that. Then you also grab this other side, reach for it and attach it at that point where you stopped increasing. And that's it. Just pull these two together and tie up a knot. You can tie this knot in whichever way that you want. And that's it. Your top is done. You go ahead and weave in ends. We do not want any ends falling out. Thank you for watching. I hope this was very helpful and useful. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and also share. Bye and take care.